when I was a removalist, a woman worked for the company for like 3 or 4 days. She could only last like 3 or 4 days. She quit. I worked for them until they turned around and said, "We don't need you anymore." And then I left. But how the fuck do I say it? Like, not every woman is going to be like, strong enough to do this shit. But 90% of the people that were there were just men. Like, straight up. And I'm a skinny little fella, so even me, they turned around and said, "I'm surprised that you could last this long." And I didn't think that it was like, it was just because of how I'm built. I am a skinny little fucker. Look, I only weigh like 60 kilos, and the other motherfuckers were like built. And they all turned around and said, "I'm surprised that you could last this long." It's not a matter of sexism, it's just a matter of work ethic. If you've got this shit, you've got this shit. If you can handle it, you can handle it. But if you can't handle it, like, Jesus Christ, you have a woman that just turns around and be like, "Oh, I can handle this shit." And the next thing you know, it only lasts like 3 or 4 days. It's not sexist to turn around and be like, "A woman can't do this job." Because there is a lot of women out there in the world that actually can do removalist jobs. Like, I was in the tropics. It's extremely hot. It's extremely hardcore work. You're not going to be able to do it if you ain't got the fucking, the shit to be able to do it. I turned around and said to the boss and everyone, I was like, I used to put up fence panels in the middle of the sun. Like, up in Northern Territory, it was hot as a motherfucker, and I used to be able to do that shit. And then, it's not sexist to be like, "Oh, you can't do this job." But if you ain't got the shit, you ain't got the shit. I fucking used to put up fence panels in the middle of the, like, Jesus Christ, we're talking about like 30 or 40 fucking degree heat. And then we've got like, the humidity that's like 80 or 90%. It's not something to be fucking with, like, you'll fall over if you're not good enough.